Check! All right, 9 kids versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 9 versus 13. Let's go. Let's go. And here comes the music. Let the music set you free. So yeah, for those of you who are not in sports, if you were highly concerned about my shopping situation, pants were acquired at Lululemon. A small loan was taken out. It's ridiculous. I remember being in high school and there was like these pair of branded jeans, and I don't really date myself, of course. I don't know if you already know how old I am. They're called Z Cavaricis, and Z Cavaricis were like $100, and like I remember thinking like, who the fuck would ever pay $100 for a pair of pants? And I guess I am now just one of those people that spends $100 for a pair of pants. So yeah, stupid. It's all stupid. All right, 0-2 versus, I think they're, I don't know. Let's look it up. Missoula lost to McCall, so they definitely lost one. I think they won one, lost one. Running. I got the music cranked up here for this game, man. Missoula is 1-1. McCall went 3-0. McCall just beat Glacier. Interesting fact. We almost beat Glacier, and McCall actually beat Glacier. I think it was 3-1. Let's look at it here. I bet you I can find out by clicking on that. 4-1 even. So, our 5-2 score against McCall is actually pretty darn good when you think about it that way. Our Glacier score, again, I don't know. What's weird is Missoula only beat Glacier 2-1. So, anyways, Missoula did beat Glacier 2-1. So, I would have a feeling for those people on the Hattie train. It's going to be another Hattie show. No shade at other folks and kids on the team. Unfortunately, I feel like that's just where we're at in this situation. Missoula is a big city, right? Like, it got a lot of people. They should easily have an A and a B team, like a quality B team on top of their, quality A team. Population statistics theory would, state that they should have a much better team than us. So, You say, well, why does McCall have a better intel? That's because McCall, as we discussed many times over, McCall doesn't actually have an A team, right? McCall just has their team. They lost, kind of like us. We've lost our 3 best players to other higher level hockey. They've lost their 3 best players to other higher level hockey. What's interesting, though, is that they had those 3 higher level players. Do they become an A team and then just not have enough kids for a B team? So, again, they only had, I think, 16 kids. So then they're only they're at 20 kids. I don't know. We're just in a bad situation. We make the best out of it that we can here, I guess, and, compete. And hopefully our kids don't get too frustrated with what happens and they look at their growth and don't get down on each other. And I don't know. That's what we're looking for here, folks. Right now, we just have a loose puck battle going all over the world there. Kind of got a weird situation here with the camera. Missoula's controlling the puck, though, after the battle into the corners. Bringing it up and out. Gets around our defense, and Hattie faces her first shot. Sliding way out of the net, getting a little too aggressive there. And their shot goes off Aspen, though, so not a shot on net. Shot on goal. That shot goes also high and wide. Missoula keeping it in for now, though. Asserting pressure. McGrew back there, battling for that loose puck. I think in this location, all those good stuff, you should be able to see some numbers, right? See who's who. There's Willa getting the puck up and out. Sending it down, though. Nice ice here, but did not get behind the goal line, so Missoula gets a hold of that. Certainly will help call out some things as we go along here. And there's Avery battling with Reagan along the blue line. Puck pops out. Hawkins there. Hawkins chips it up and out. Loose puck battle finally comes to Missoula. They're going to chip it up and out. Missoula player gets around Reagan, but he shoots it wide on the far side. Missoula keeps it in, steps up, bang. Hattie makes that save. No rebound available. That's how you're supposed to do it every time. Just kidding, not every time, but they're going to shoot it at you. You got one of 2 options as a goalie. Either you're shooting it, either you're saving it far enough away from the net that they don't get the puck right in front of the net, or you're making it so that the puck doesn't fall loose right in front of you in front of the net. Thanks for checking in on Riley. Believe it or not, Riley is not playing in this game. Riley actually plays on a different team than this one. He plays on an A team. This is the B team that his sister plays on. Eldon also plays on the A team, so neither of them will be playing on this team no matter what. But the bad news for Riley is that last weekend at a hockey tournament that he was at, that I was not at, he broke his wrist. So Riley is currently at home in a cast. Well, not even a cast yet, but he is with a broken arm/wrist. So he's not out there. But he's normally number 23, as he is in lacrosse. He tries to be at least. He wants to be 23, but, Hunter, the seasoned veteran, has secured 23 for true lacrosse. Here comes Missoula. Nice back check by the Suns. Keeps that from happening. Good job here by the Suns early to challenge. Not letting McCall, or I want to say McCall. Anyways, not only Missoula get a lot of hard shots off. So, oh, and here goes Avery. Maybe Avery gets a step. Avery gets a shot. Avery gets a goal. There we go. Team came out to play. Man, coach must have fed him something good. So yeah, so that was a long explanation of why Riley's not going to be in this video. Not a team in the first place, but in the third place, in the second place, he broke his arm, so he is not doing hockey right now. He actually won't even be able to do lacrosse probably for a little bit. He was hoping to go to Florida for the Nationals. Dyson with a pickpocket. Dyson with a shot. And they say Dyson with no shot. Sums came out to play here to start. Nice job by Reagan to pickpocket that one. But yeah, Riley's not going to be able to go to Florida and do Nationals like he was really hoping to do. Hattie makes a save. Nice back check though. Again, not a true breakaway from Missoula and getting hard shots off. So cheers to the Suns for doing a great job. Here comes Avery again. Avery trying to make some moves. Loses the puck though to defense back. Yeah. I don't know. They said there was a special prize or special surprise for the kids before the game. I do not know what that special surprise was. Maybe it was a little shot of adrenaline or something. I don't know. Playing great so far though. Hawkins gets the puck cross ice to Avery. Avery tries to bring that in. Gets it in deep. Camden with a nice rush. Tries to get it out to Mr. Dyson. He's still battling there. Dyson hoping for the puck to pop out to him. Fortunately, Missoula does get a hold of it, battled for it, but McGrew gets a little pickpocket. He tries to center it. Dyson not able to get a stick on it. A little bit in front of Dyson anyways. We got a penalty, and we have a hooking call. Looks like Missoula is going to go off for a hook. Hooking. I don't recommend U14 children to go hooking. It's not a good idea. Only 4 people watching me. How dare you people? Yes. Nice job, Dylan. Again. Puck kept in our zone for now. Missoula brings the puck up and out. Dylan with a nice body check gets the puck off of the Missoula player. Gets it up to McGrew. McGrew's got Camden with him. McGrew tries to get around, centers it to Camden. Camden tries to get it to Willa. Missoula some decent defense there, unfortunately. Here comes Missoula coming back. Dylan pushes him wide. Nice job by Dylan there. Shot comes. Can't tell if Hattie had to make a save or not. I think she kind of pushed it away after it was knocked down out front. Stick pops up to Willa. Willa on it. That's offsides. Willa almost had it, but nice little stick lift by McCall. So, I don't know. Unless we somehow magically win this game. I totally lost my concentration. I blanked. I blacked out. All right. Oh, we were talking about the schedule for tomorrow. So there's 2 games tomorrow. One's at 8:45, and then the one's like right after that, like 9:15ish or something like that, I think. Honestly, even if we win this game, I feel like we're still only in the highest we can do just because of our losses to the other 2 teams, and head-to-head losses to the other 2 teams would still at the best put us in 3rd place. Nice recovery, Hattie. Hattie with a good recovery. Gets to save the loose puck on the side of the net. Looks like the ref's gonna take 2 kids. He's gonna take each of them. A little too much action there in front of the net, so the ref's gonna take 2 of them for probably misconduct, would be my guess. Dyson and a Missoula kid. So with simultaneous misconduct penalties like that, we'll skate 5-on-5. Of course, that does still hurt us even more because we're already down 1 guy. So we'll have 5-on-5 for the next a minute and a half plus then whenever it stops. So all right, face-off comes to the point. Missoula gets a hold of it. Here comes a shot. Hattie gloves that one. But, so I think most likely we're going to play at 8:45 tomorrow. Because, even if we win this game, we're still 3rd place. And 3rd and 4th play at 8:45 tomorrow morning. So that's the time we'll play. Get up, get tall, Hattie. Get tall. We both have 5 players. They're coincidentals, so they just sit in the box themselves for the next minute and a half. They were coincidental penalties, so they play 5-on-5 until after 2 minutes. Nice, Dylan. Way to get that loose puck out of the net. Goes in. That's Dylan. Nice job. Willa gets it down there. Gets the shot off. Dylan with the end-to-end play. Dylan cleans up the garbage in front of the net and then gets it to Willa. He gets it down, but then Dylan comes all the way down to the other end of the ice, slams home the loose puck to make it happen. 2-0. Who would have known? Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? I'm telling you, I want to know what this special gift was or thing, a little team thing happening here. Woke him up a bit. Loose puck. Hattie would have to make a save on that one. Clears it out. Missoula's battling still. Trying to find a shot here. Shoots it up at Hattie's head. It goes up and over, though. Shoots it in. Missoula right out front. Did a better job of covering the middle, which I'm liking. Unfortunately, that one gets through Hattie. As McCall finally adds enough pressure. Sun's still up, though, 2-1, so good opportunity here, good chances still. See what happens as we move through this. Missoula's probably going to play some higher level kids. You can tell there's some pretty high level Missoula kids out here. Max tries to get it out, can't. Missoula keeps it in for now. Honestly, I'd just like to see our team actually scoring, which is a huge improvement from last weekend, where we scored the only one goal the entire weekend. We're doing a good job of clogging the middle, but what it's allowing them to do is come in deeper, right? Like they're coming in deep into the circle. And so they're going to get off, shots. It's going to also cause Hattie to be screened, not be able to see everything. Let's face it, you throw enough pucks at the net, and, just like what just happened, they're gonna score eventually. All right, Missoula sends the puck down. I do not see an arm up for icing, so there's no icing. Aspen with the puck, gets it up the boards, gets it up and out. Missoula collects and sends it back down the other way. Max gets it, now Missoula gets it. Hattie makes two big saves there. Ping and pong, ding dong. Avery comes through the middle. Missoula gets the puck and brings it up the ice. Unable to connect in the centering pass there. Missoula still controls here on the side. They tries a shot. Hattie's screen makes the initial save. And I think she did like 3 saves there. Dyson back finally. So we'll get Dyson back now. It'll be nice. Have a little body. Catch a little breather for some of the other kids here. Face off comes to the point. Here comes a shot. Hattie makes that save. Dyson gets the puck up to McGrew, chips it up to himself. They're going to say icing unless he can get there. Centers it, but nobody's there. Now we come back. Here comes Missoula. Missoula with the breakaway. A-level player. Dude, this is what happens though, so Missoula's got so many people. They take a kid like that kid can play on our A team, right? But, he probably had no spot for him on the Missoula A team. So he plays B so that he can play. Get with speed and hands like that. And so that's what we deal with, folks, unfortunately. Right? So Hattie bit hard on the fake, unfortunately, for that one. Offsides. But yeah, Hattie he deked hard to his to his backhand. Hattie fell for it. He comes back with the fast hands to his forehand side and beats her. I think goalies, like in shootouts, average like a 50% save percentage, right? So goalies are going to get about 1 in 2 of breakaways or shootout type situations. Obviously, shootouts are even more, to the disadvantage of the goalie. It'd be interesting to look into breakaway statistics. Just clean breakaways and what that is. I mean, at the NHL, obviously, I should say, a breakaway in the NHL is probably the equivalent of a shootout anyways. I mean, they're just if anything, shootouts probably get trickier because they try to get too fancy where when they're battling in a breakout situation, they just kind of free flow and don't try to outthink themselves, you know? So, anyways, game's tied. We had a nice 2-0 lead. Missoula with a couple goals here, though. Ties it up, but here comes Avery. Avery steps up, takes a shot. Goalie makes to make a hard save, actually. Again, see, that's it, right? When you have a bench as big as Missoula's, you can short bench folks and long bench folks. Good defense on the back door. Not allowing the backdoor shot to occur. Okay, like 2 Missoula players sitting there just throwing the puck at our goalie, and no one's touching them. That is where we have problems. And I get it, you might be afraid to take a penalty, but you just got to take that. You know what? They can't be there. You know? Whether it's a stick lift or just like getting a body, getting a shoulder in the chest, something, man. Nice job by McGrew's figured out the face-offs here. McGrew's going down, but see, check out that kid back checking. Like, yeah. Ooh, loose puck in the middle. Just so much speed. And again, as I was trying to say earlier, right? That's another nice shot by Camden. When we get the puck down here in front, we seem to be doing a good job of putting pressure on the net. But see, this is the stuff that's going to get us burned. Patty with a great save. Get up, Patty. Get up. There you go. But see, then that's just it, right? So let's say you go down 2 goals. You shorten your bench, right? And you take like, okay, we're going to only play these 2 lines until we get the goals back. And now we're going to play our 3rd line, right? So now you get the 3rd line kids out. Now that you're tied. That's the thing that you can do. But when you only have 2 lines, you can't do that. Well, I was saying before about McCall. I don't know if I ever finished that thought. I just remembered. Nice job by Avery. Avery battling. Love it. Unfortunately, here comes Missoula. Nice little backhand pass. Another backhand shot. Nice job by Dylan to knock that down. Doesn't allow that on net. He tries to rip his head off. Gets it up to Avery. But like McCall, right? Like they got their top 3 players. We're missing our top 3 players. So imagine if you take like 3 of our A players and put 3 of our air players on this team, and you have a line of like 3 A players of our current A team on this team. Like we'd be a lot more competitive in a lot of these games. Just having that speed. All right, here comes a shot, and the point gets tipped by a bunch of people. Fortunately, that goes wide of the net. We're about to end our first period here, hopefully with nothing else happening. I mean, unless we want to get a goal, but here comes Missoula. A couple of quick shots. Hattie makes a great save. Puck goes up on the net. 14 seconds left in the 14.7. I mean, if you want to be exact, since you're all watching it on the camera. Two. Bing bong. Ooh, oh, just misses Dylan. Comes to Missoula to Aspen. All right. So there was what we got going on for our third game against the Missoula Bruins. So, for those people that didn't know, I went to school here because there's some interesting facts about Missoula. I was here from 1994 to 2000. Probably shouldn't put that on the internet, right? I guess that, Of course, I've probably been hacked so many times, it's not even funny. I studied chemistry and physics and secondary education. High school chemistry and physics teacher for about 2 years. It didn't work out. But I loved Missoula. Didn't want to leave Missoula. Couldn't find a job in Missoula. So I had to leave. Didn't have to, I guess. I could have chose to just, work retail like so many other people in this valley do. Or did. I don't know about anymore, but back then it was funny how many people would just sit and work retail and restaurants hoping to eventually find a job. Degrees in economics and wildlife biology and whatever, forestry, hoping to eventually land one of those illustrious, Forest Service jobs. At least back then they were illustrious. Now you probably don't want anything to do with the Forest Service. I mean, if you did want something to do with it, you might not even have a job. All right, so lots of battles, loose pucks, just going around. Missoula with it, tries to center it. Fortunately, that guy can't hold on to it. We're just getting lucky on these back doors. They're just, we're doing a good job. Don't get me wrong, we're doing a good job defensively, tying the people up, not letting the back door people get a stick on the puck, shooting it. So yeah, that's where we're at. Little icing call there. As we enter the second period with a 2-2 score. Aspen at the point, flings it in. Missoula just knocks it into the corner. Whee! See, I'm a cameraman. Following the flow. Avery. That could have been a trip, honestly. I don't know. If you got the puck, Dyson with a nice shot. They aren't going to call it a trip. Okay. That's what I thought. I felt like that was a trip. No? They're calling us? Max? What did Max do? I didn't see what happened. They're going to call Max with a roughing call. Max got rough. In case you guys weren't curious, In case you guys were curious, I think I explained this, but maybe you weren't there when I explained it. Maybe with all my internet droppages, you weren't able to follow. But unfortunately, Carson the maniac, got maniacal and got 4 penalties in the last game. And once you get 4 penalties in a game, you get a misconduct and you are out for a game. Hattie with another save there. Avery flips it up and out. That's going to die so it doesn't become an icing. Missoula gets the puck. Kept in for a second by Aspen. Comes out, but battles for it there. So anyways, Carson unfortunately can't play this game, but he will be eligible to play tomorrow. So Hattie with another save. So that is why we are down a player. Avery runs into his own teammate, unfortunately. Who's puck, Hattie able to get that one and cover that one up. And just for friends of Carson, but you know what? It's not the first person to have that happen to him. Definitely had plenty of other players in the past get 4 penalties. I think my son being the most recent, honestly, last year. One of the tournaments last year, Hattie with a quick save off that shot from the point. I think Riley is, I don't know. I haven't been following the 18 this year. I don't think they've had anybody get 4 penalties yet. Riley is, I think it was spring fling even. It was like one of the last tournaments of the season. Right? And he just got a little nutso. And he was trying to defend his teammate. And so he took a penalty. So he got a 2 and a 10. Like he already had 2 penalties. That's what sucks. So you got to be careful when you have 2 penalties. Because let's say you get a little aggressive and you kind of like cross-check a kid. Like he did in the side of the net. You get a 2 and a 10, and that's become your 2 other penalties, thus having 4 penalties. All right, we're 12:51 left in the second. Tied up 2-2 still. Hattie on pace, I would say, for at least another 50-shot game. I don't think she's had a game yet this season. She had one game this season where she faced less than 30 shots. And that was the game we won against the Oval Dogs. And I think she faced like 25 shots still. I remember right. Here comes Avery. Avery's got some speed. He's going to try to get through 2. Again, you got the speed, right? You gotta look at that and be like, hey, why am I trying to go through 2 people when I have speed? Nice blocker save by Hattie. That was a sneaky shot, seriously. Way to track that. Here comes a shot, knocked down up front, doesn't get on net. Goes right to the same guy, but then Hattie does make that save as that comes through the net. Max almost gets it to Avery. There, almost again. I'm not even tracking that because I'm too busy watching the puck. A little zoomed in a little tight here, trying to capture some highlight reels. Just kidding. Just trying to keep you all in the game, right? No one wants to watch what we watched the last game. By the way, our game tomorrow is outdoors, so I don't know. Half tempted not even to stream, but I will. It's fine. I'll get angry. Nice tip by Avery to get the puck out of the zone there. Max comes in, muscles for the puck. Obviously, Max is back to full strength. Fought off the penalty. It's Dylan. Gets the puck in. LeGroux gets there. I don't know. Puck's still loose in their zone, but Missoula finally gets it up and out. I find if I do too much zooming, I tend to miss more than if I don't zoom. I don't know. I'm trying to make my own color commentary here, Missoula with the goal as Missoula gets around Reagan and shoots the shot. we're down a goal, 3-2. Right? See, no one wants to do my color commentary. I'll make my own color commentary. So you don't have to just hear boring pass to this guy, pass to that guy, back to this team, that team, this team, puck team, puck team, puck team, up team. You can just watch the traffic in front of you. And there's an offsides by Missoula. See, and I can tell you the important things, like what happened there. Why did they blow the whistle? Because it was offsides. I'll tell you interesting stories about myself, about Missoula. Do you know Missoula has an intersection where 3 roads come together? I don't even mean like you think like, what do you mean 3 roads? Like intersections have 4 roads. Yeah, this has 6 then, I guess if you want to look at it that way. The infamous malfunction junction, which has been actually some construction has occurred. And now you don't have malfunction junction anymore because if you're on south, you can't go all the way. Ooh, McGrew shot. Nice. McGrew with the shot and the score. Woo! What a sweet shot by McGrew. Seriously, perfect. Like that's a goal scorer shot from McGrew there, right? Like over the pad, under the glove. That's where they tell you to shoot nowadays. Like everybody says, bar down, bar down. Nope, you don't want bar down anymore. Goalies are too big, too tall. They get those all day. You want to shoot right above the leg pad, right under the glove. It's a goal almost every time. So anyways, McGrew with the shot. Ties it up. Here comes Dyson now. Oh, Dyson with a little fake shotty, but then Missoula gets a hold of that. Here comes Missoula. Hattie makes a nice initial save. And a nice cover. But anyways, malfunction junction is it's still there kind of. If you're on south, you can't go like northwest-ish to across it anymore. So there's no longer like 3 different traffic lights or 3 like rows of traffic going across it. Very interesting. Comes in a loose puck out front. Nice job by Reagan there. Loose puck comes up to the point, not capturing that, but Hattie makes that initial save and controls that and doesn't allow a rebound. I got some other cool trivia, but we'll save that. We've got about 9 minutes left here in the second period. We'll talk about, hopefully you guys can remind me. I know you're all so busy in the chat, talking in the chat here. Talk to you about Hell's Gate Canyon. There's a whiff from the point. Missoula keeps it in. Comes a shot. Goes up and over Hattie's net. She had no idea. She was just praying she finds it. Missoula gets the control of the loose puck out front. Shoots it up and over. And gets the 4th goal for Missoula. Yeah, I can tell you all about Hell's Gate Canyon. Interesting settler day lore. All right, down 4-3. Scoring some goals, I like it. Needed McGrew. McGrew's our man. He's making a lot of things happen for us. A little extra speed. A little extra power. Dylan's doing a good job just kind of being a disruptor. We could use Jack's energy right now. It'd be nice to have a little Jack Cohen out here. Carson. It'd be great to have Carson again, a little bit more energy. I think we, got a full team. We might be able to do some damage. But not quite there currently. All right, Camden tries to center. Oh, comes to McGrew. Oh, McGrew shoots wide. Another loose puck out front. Jumps over McGrew's stick. Backhands attempts. Leggett Willis tries to center the puck. McGrew gets a hold of it. Tries to get a shot. Kind of whiffs at it. Unfortunately, couldn't get good wood on it, as they used to say. That's a baseball thing. Loose puck comes to McGrew again, trying to go through people. Well, here comes a little Missoula player. Puck comes to the point, battling along the boards. Here comes a little Missoula player, tries to skate through a bunch of people. Will shoulders them off, gets a pass over to Camden. See if Camden can get there first. Camden with stop checks, shows it in deep. Hawkins down, needs to go after that. McGrew's there, kind of pokes it up and out. Comes to, who is this? Oh, that's Dylan. Dylan just trying to get it in there. Fortunately, always coming back to Missoula, just a little extra step. That's offsides, yeah. Offsides. There's no songs that say offsides. What kind of song? You gotta keep it separated. That's not a pretty fly for a white guy. Yeah, that's not offsides. Got nothing for you, folks. All right, here comes the puck into our zone again. Here comes the puck out of our zone, but nope, it's kept in by Missoula. Missoula comes right through the middle. Hattie makes the initial save. There's a little bit of a weak rebound. Missoula unable to get a swing on that one. Dun 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 dun. What do we got here? Reagan gets the puck up and out. Mills sends it back in, though. Dylan tries to get it to Reagan. Whiffs on his shot, unfortunately. Oh, we're getting a little battle in the corner. Pops out Missoula. Can't connect to the guy in the middle. Avery's going to try to get through a couple folks. He gets sandwiched. Hawkins gets a whole loose puck, sends it into the offensive zone for us. Missoula's there with it. Avery going to skate hard for it. Hawkins going to try to back him up. Pops out. Here comes a little speedy Missoula guy. He's going to get around Dyson maybe. Yep. He's going to try to fake out Hattie. Hattie pushes him wide. Nice save there. I call that a save. I don't care what it is. I don't care if he didn't get the shot off or not. But she forced him to make a stick move that basically forced him to lose the puck off his stick. So that's on the goalie that does that. McGrew here with the puck. That's could have been offsides. But no, okay. Loose puck battling occurring here along the boards. Oh, puck pops out. Dylan over to Aspen. Aspen tries to get it down to our zone. That also, I think, was an offsides, right? I don't know. I know the guy was changing, but the other guy got on the ice and the other guy got off the ice. Dylan, the nice battle there, not allowing the Missoula player to get a shot off. Missoula hands, tries a sharp angle shot where Hattie covers that up. Yet again.
Get after it, go hustle!
All right, Hattie's in a good mood. She's dancing, which is good. She was in a bad mood earlier. We went and had hibachi, in case anybody's wondering what we had for dinner. Addie likes hibachi steaks. So, had that, some fried rice. Of course, we ate way too much, so we were both like fully fat and bloated. But we still went clothes shopping and still found some clothes. She probably not nearly as fat and bloated as I felt. Nice job there by Avery to clog up the middle. Here goes Hawkins. Hawkins tries to backhand it into Camden. Missoula intercepts though. Avery gets back. They're going to call Avery for a trip. So we are going to go on the patented Sun Valley penalty kill. And I think in the last game we had penalty kills, a couple of them that lasted all of like 2 seconds. So, but we've killed off one so far. We had the one for Max. Killed that off. So let's see what happens here. Be optimistic. Be positive, Chris. See, we got Jackson McGrew on our team. Look at him go ripping in. We had Will behind him. Missoula seriously getting a little angry about them going hard after the puck. Again, as mentioned, so Missoula can now, put out with their 5 best players. Because they have, extra players. They can do that. Ooh, nice shot by a nice save. Man, that would have been nice to tie it up on a shorthand. Oh, nice read, goalie. Goalie caught the... here comes Missoula. Patty makes that save. Sorry, but the goalie's better than you. At least on some of this she is. Anyways. Sitting close to the enemy is pretty fun. Sometimes. Not always. You gotta be careful. You chirp now, then when they score, then you're no longer, they chirp back. The shot, Hattie pushes that aside yet again. Sorry, I just coughed into my mic. I forgot I have my mic on my lapel. Trying not to cough into the open air. Ooh, nice. For a save. Here comes up. Patty makes that save. But can't make the rebound save. Got some pad problems here. Not sure what happened to her pads. They got hung up on something.
Push hard! Go hard!
I wonder if her lace got caught in the net. I don't know. All right, well, she's back connected.
Let's go!
But 5-3 Missoula here. Hattie pushes that one aside. Missoula with the puck. Nice job by Dylan there, pushing it out. Max with it in the corner. Missoula wraps it around, tries to center it, unable to. Comes to Max on the corner here. He tries to clear it out, goes right to a Missoula player. Comes a shot, gets tipped by our own players. Hattie has to make that save.
Look around. Keep your head up. Hey, just look around. Keep your head up.
Man, my numbers going on down. Go up and down. Seem to average around 4 people, 5 people. No one else wants to watch but my family, I guess. Oh, hey, the puck went past the ball here. Pay attention, Chris. We got about a minute left here in the second period. Down 2. Ooh, that would have been nice when McGrew could have got a stick on that. We're starting to get tired. This is where the 9 players is really starting to hurt us. I have a feeling. Oh, couldn't get it through to Camden. Hattie makes 2 great saves there and another breakaway. There you go, McGrew. McGrew almost beats him. Not quite. Offsides. Should that be too many men also? Right? Yeah, huh? Maybe. They're going to take it all the way down on the offsides? No, they're not. That's a bummer. We're going to take it down here. 8.75 seconds left in the second period. The illustrious Suns down 2. All right. So now for our 1 minute of time. Another interesting. So Missoula is the hub of 5 valleys, by the way, if you know that. So 5 valleys all come here together. Of course, this was the glacial Lake Missoula. That's another interesting fact that I wasn't even going to get into, but why not? So glacial Lake Missoula, of course, was here at the hub of these 5 valleys. But one of these valleys is called Hell's Gate, or the canyon that comes into here. Through the Clark Fork River is the illustrious Clark Fork River and the Hell's Gate Canyon. And the Hell's Gate Canyon was called that because the Native American tribes of the valley would sit, like it's a very narrow canyon, and you could sit up on the opposite sides of each of the canyon, on each hill, on each side. And so as the white settlers would try to come through into the Missoula Valley, they would shoot down upon them, killing multitudes of these white settlers trying to come through here and steal the Native Americans' land. So the white settlers would call it Hell's Gate. And if you got through Hell's Gate, you could then destroy the rest of the Native Americans and take over the rest of their lands. Therefore, we'll give you a little, reservation up north, which actually is kind of interesting, right? Whole other story all of itself. Yeah, West Lake, Missoula. If you look at Mount Sentinel, you can see there's lines on Mount Sentinel, and you're like, how did those lines get formed there? They are the height, I guess you'd say, of glacial Lake Missoula over different time periods. And of course, it would erode into the mountain and create these lines. Hawkins just misses the pass to Mr. Avery Ware. And unfortunately, here comes Missoula back. Comes a shot. Dylan with a nice job. Dylan's such an athlete. Dylan could just, if someone could just get Dylan to go like spend 2 months at a skating clinic, that'd be nice. All that kid needs. He is such an amazing athlete. Reads the game well. Of course, there's all his lacrosse training. So much crossover between understanding lacrosse and understanding hockey positioning. Obviously, there's a little bit of nuance in the way you play the game, but that kid could skate as well as his mind works. He'd be a deadly hockey player. All right. Puck's out. Now it's back in. Puck's back out. Now it's back in. I don't think it ever actually got fully out that time. Oh, that did get fully out. Oh, ref's waving it off. Here comes a shot. Hattie makes that save. Puck shot down for an icing. I don't know what's happening here to Hattie's pad. She had to adjust it again. She needs to do a better job lacing up and stuff. Comes a shot. Hattie with a save off the face-off. Oh, that's funny. All right, Missoula out the shot. That gets knocked down by a bunch of people. I think Hattie did eventually get a glove on. Here comes a nice backhand attempt. Hits the side of the net. Hattie finally gets that covered. Ref, man, is just letting them play. I don't think the ref can see the puck, and yet they're not blowing the whistle. So, whatever, I guess. So now that you're all dizzy, go have a nice toss of cookies into whatever device you want to toss cookies into. There was your kiss cam. They didn't kiss though. I don't know what's wrong with those moms. I don't understand. Guess they need the Jumbotron to put up kiss cam. Shoots it up into the bench, and we get a stoppage of play. They're going to put that at center ice. All right, 5-3 still. 13:42 left in the game. Ooh, 8 people. Where did all these people come from? All these people decided to come watch. Let's watch the thrilling end. The nail biter. Nice job by Dylan. I don't know if I ever finished that thought, by the way. That kid, yeah, I did. Such an amazing player. Just can't skate. I mean, seriously. So, here's another icing, by the way. If you're kind of into sport TikToks, shorts, reels, whatever video platform you like actually pretending you don't watch, podcasts even, there's a lot of debate in the sports world about like what is the most difficult sport to play. And of course, almost a lot of them say hockey. Some will say golf for whatever reason, and I get it, golf's hard, but you're going to hit a little ball, with a little club. Imagine hitting a slightly bigger ball with a slightly bigger club on ice while skating on 2 metal blades. There's a trip. Guess not. Nice job by Willa to be there, intercept the centering pass. But anyways, I would easily argue that hockey is by far the most difficult sport to play. Because again, you need all the athletic ability that you see in baseball, you see in lacrosse, you see in basketball, football, hand-eye coordination that you need in golf, the repetition of muscles, all that stuff. But you also need to do that while you're skating on ice. Nice job by Reagan there for a second. Unfortunately, head down and misses the offsides. So, yeah. We sit here and we criticize these children and talk about how they need to get better. I hope people do realize that I'm fully aware that these are 13, 14-year-old children, some 12, because they haven't had their 13th birthday yet. And they're trying to do this really complex sport. Right? Like, it's not easy. So any criticism is just purely constructive. Not trying to demonstratize any person out there. Nice defense by Aspen. Avery steps out. Oh, gets pickpocketed. Dang it. Missoula gets it up and out. Again, I feel like Missoula's now not playing certain players, right? Like certain players seem to be getting more playing time, or the other players are passing to these other players more. You don't have these certain players making all these plays as they were before, which is great sportsmanship. Don't get me wrong, right? Like, at the same time, it's really frustrating as a team when you want to win a game and you can't, because while other team's letting you be close and competitive, and of course allowing his other weaker players to get more playing time, it just sucks for your team because you just never get that win. Patty on point blank save, another point blank save. But then it gets loose on her pad, and they slam home the loose puck because even though she had it covered by her leg pad, the referee decided not to blow the whistle, and seriously, like, how is that a fucking, that pisses me off, because she has it covered under her pad, like partially, it's like stopped under her pad. The guy whacks at her pad, knocks it loose, like, I don't know, whatever. Oh, it's just little things, right? When it's everything, the little things make you even frustrated. That shouldn't make you mad, because that just happens. It's just hockey. It's just sports. So let's face it, we need that extra luck for us. We really do.
Now skate!
Really was hoping. McGrew, oh my God, loose puck. Oh, McGrew again. Oh, and then nice job by Will at a pickpocket. Will shoots the puck in.
Go get it! Yeah!
Puck pops out here. Offsides. 9:27 left in the game.
Let's go!
There's a loose puck battle. Hawkins in there with Avery. Hawkins trying to get a hold of the shoots. The goalie had to make a save. We're getting a few shots. I mean, we're getting shots on net. Like, it's close. Unfortunately, then we got to deal with this. 3-on-1. Gets around him. got all day. Hattie has the poke check to stop the centering pass. Avery gets a nice little tip to himself, has Max with him, but then he skates right into the defenseman. Like, that's the kind of thing. And again, that's just these things that these kids will learn. Like, again, that's that constructive criticism. They're young. They don't. A lot of these kids have never. Looks like we're gonna get a penalty. We're getting a slash. Avery is going to go off for a slash. At this point, you might as well sit Avery for the rest of the game because I think that's 2 for Avery. Like, don't let him get a third. Don't put us in that situation. Then you get, like, Hattie once was facing that, right? Like, you get this weird, like, trip call and whatever. So here we are yet again on a power play. Penalty kill. Sorry, we're on a penalty kill. Gets around McGrew. Hattie makes that save. Another save. Loose puck. Hattie makes a save. Camden gets it out. I don't understand, like, why would, I don't know. Puck along the boards, corner. No one really controlling. Centering attempt, nice stick there by Dyson. Dyson tries to go for another spoke. Needed water today. Yo, fried rice is filling the belly, filling good dry. Ooh, ouch. Oh, yeah. McGrew's going to feel that one for a bit. They're calling Willa for a trip. Even though that kid... All right, 5-on-3 now. Seven seconds. Hopefully we can fight this off for 7 seconds. And then if they score a goal, there you go, Dylan. Just shoot that out. Nice job, Dylan. Good job, dude. All right, so 7 seconds are up. We got one man back. So we don't have a 5-on-3, only a 5-on-4 for another minute.
Yes, Jackson.
Loose puck happening, battle in the corner.
Go! You got time.
Slash on Missoula this time. So now we play a 4-on-4 hockey for about 35 seconds. And then we'll have about a minute of power play time. Hattie paying attention to the game. I like it. She was going for that bench. Comes up to Reagan. Reagan with a shot. Hits Max out front. Dang. That would have been nice. And so, again, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you take your A kid that's on your B team, and you put him out there. And now it's like, it's not really equal teams. There goes. There goes Dyson for a check from behind. All right, back to a 5-on-3. Well, it'd be 4-on-3. Sorry. Oh, they're going to take the other Missoula kid, too. Missoula kid must have got up in his face or something. I did not see what happened there. I think I had the camera on it, so. But the refs deciding, obviously, that one of the Missoula players took a whack at him or retaliated. And they're going to put him in the bench, in the box bench, the bench on the box. Refs are talking. Not sure what's going to happen here.
Let's go, Suns.
I have a feeling words were said. Probably very inappropriate words were said, I have a feeling. Thanks, Aspen, for entertaining the crowd online with your wonderful skating. Don't go out of the picture. All right, both coaches being talked to about the situation. He's serving the 2 of the 2 and 10, I have a feeling. Coaches having words with the players after the refs were having words, so definitely have a feeling these are words issues, chirping and talking and saying inappropriate things. Skibbity toilet and 6-7. Referee hates when kids say 6-7. All right, so the ref's trying to steer. So what do we got? 4-on-4. So they're taking both. They get coincidentals. Hattie with a great save off the face-off. Nice job by Dylan to get the puck cleared out of the zone. So now we should get somebody back, right? We got them all back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Missoula tries a sharp angle shot. Hattie pushes that aside. Dylan now skates it up to Willa. Willa loses her feet. Comes up to Mr. A player here. Goes all around. Just shoots the puck up over Hattie, though. Clears up. Nice job by Missoula. Keep that in. They shoot that well wide. Tries to get the puck up and out, but pops right to Missoula player. Nice job by Dylan to force the loose puck. We get it out of the zone, and of course, so now I'm confused because they shouldn't get anybody back, should they? So are we 5-on-4? So we're 5-on-5. I don't know how we got 5-on-5. Hattie makes that save. So why is Max in the box, though, if we're saying that there was a 2 and a 10 and there's no more penalties when we're playing 5-on-5 hockey? I'm a little confused, but no, we got 4:18 left. Let's just try to get through this next 4:18. Maybe we can get a goal or two to make it close. Wraparound attempt. Hattie covers that far corner. We might not have Mr. Dyson tomorrow, I have a feeling. We'll see. Because I think Max is, like, Dyson's technically, like, game misconduct. I think Max, I'm surprised they didn't just send him out of the game. Dyson, because I think Max is in the box serving the coincidentals. Nice glove save there by the Missoula goalie, unfortunately. 3:33 left. Yeah, so Max now comes out of the box as part of the coincidental. So he was in there for the coincidental. Which I don't get. Like, if Dyson's serving the 10, why would you have to put another person in there for the coincidental? Because you're still playing 5-on-5 hockey. It's not like somebody comes out after, the penalty's over. Anyways. That's why I'm not a referee. Ooh, centering pass. McGrew, do something. Nope. Ooh, what do we got here? Got a roughing call on Missoula. Acting like you're just, oh my god, teenagers. Oh my gosh. All right, we got a power play. They all think they're funny people. All right, Aspen with the puck in the corner again. We're on a penalty kill. I didn't know it. Missoula actually not playing their good players or something. Letting their bad players get a little time on the ice here, I guess. Why do we have 5 people out there? Are we on the power? Oh, we're on the power play. Sorry, I'm backwards. Guess we should be doing this. We're on the power play. Here comes across the middle, rips a shot. That goes high and wide, unfortunately. Centering attempt. Nice shot there. I'm not sure that's Camden or Willow that took that shot. Puck back to Dylan. Oh, here comes our little A player from Missoula. Gets around Aspen, but she pushes him far enough wide. He doesn't get a shot on net. Pushes him into the boards. Good job there. Puck comes up to Willow. He tries to backhand it out. Missoula keeps it in for now. Penalty's over. Nice clear by either Jackson or Avery. Missoula brings it back into the zone. Nice job by Dylan. Nice check there. Gets off the puck, but unfortunately pops right out front. But Camden's there. Gets it up to Hawkins. Hawkins going to go for a little. Ooh, Hawkins a couple dippy. Shoots it right into the shins of the defenseman. Oh. So frustrating. Just little things like that. Like you make a good run, you make a good, freaking move, you handle the puck, and then you just can't get that clean shot off. There's Missoula, cross Hattie, makes an amazing save yet again on a 2-on-0. Here comes Avery. Camden's offsides because Avery is making one too many moves. 23 seconds left in this game. We will be playing tomorrow morning at 8:45. I think we end up playing Glacier or Missoula. I'm not sure. Right? Well, yeah. Definitely not McCall. So it's either Glacier folk or Missoula folk. Avery's got 3 seconds. Shoots it wide. All right, see you in the morning, all. Yeah. All right, lots of chirping, inappropriate chirping. Anyways, 8:45 tomorrow morning. We'll let the coaches have fun with that one.